everyone, welcome back to F1AC once more for Fuji round, I think 10, isn't it? I am joined
Yeah, I
by
think so.
Mano himself, as you can hear, most likely, hopefully. You can hopefully hear me
Yeah,
as
I
well.
hope so. Thank you very much, Texan. I am happy to be back here in, I believe, Japan at the Fuji Speedway for what looks to be another interesting qualifying session.
Hopefully it is going to be interesting, and so far there are only 7 people, so only one qualifying session potentially. Some other people might be joining, we do not know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously, that basically means that we're only going to be streaming for about 15 to 20 minutes, but I think that means you guys get more action and more excitement earlier. So on board with Alex right now, the Nissan, not the Nissan, the Lamborghini. Obviously, he will be looking to see if he can sort of close the gap to Josh Everts, who has arguably gotten a very, very strong lead. I think it's about 70, 80 odd points ahead of P2. What are your opinions on that?
Well, what were you saying? Sorry,
Oh, I know. It's just the lead, just the insane lead that Josh Everts has got on top of the World Drivers' Championship. It's nearly 70, 80 points. Do you think it's kind of a wrapped book at this point, or do you think there's still room for play for the other drivers?
Um, I don't even know. Hopefully there is still more room for other people, but so far Paul is he's in his own league by just almost pulling away the whole time. By the last race I've heard, there has been some fighting, but still he has come out basically almost on top a lot of the races. Maybe first, second, or even just even a podium. I think he has a very big percentage.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We only have to look back at Spa for what seemed to be an amazing domination over nearly 40 seconds of a gap from P2 in that race where Josh really won undefeated and without any competition. So a bunch of the headlines you have been missing out on since we were last live is that Hera Foxy and D Thief have got quali bans heading into this Grand Prix as a result of penalties picked up at the Singapore Grand Prix. Um, Obviously, that will be impacting them quite a bit. Hera Foxy, especially, he's in P2. He needs to be picking up points if he wants to get to the title fight. So, not being able to compete in today's session will be a bit of a hindrance for him. But I still believe it is up for play, especially for D Thief as well. Kind of a dark horse as of late, who has really just been emerging out of the crowd of the other drivers and has really been sort of pushing forward and getting the results that Jordan wants him to. And on the topic of Jordan, Ferrari's golden boy Link, um, who has announced he will be joining them for 2019. What did you think about that?
Hopefully Link has made the right decision going towards towards Jordan, and hopefully him, like the car, as we have been talking a lot about, cars going to being, not going to, they're going to be being developed. R&D is going to be implemented for 2019. So hopefully Jordan is gonna get their car right. They might be they might be opting for low and high speed upgrade car, or low and high downforce speed. Can't talk right now. I'm so sorry.
No, no, it's fine. It's
I
fine. I think,
I don't know. My words
yeah,
are not coming together.
yeah, I know. It's just been a while, you know. I can't really blame it. The gears are a bit rusty in the voice box, but yeah, if you look at the stats, it's Jordan are currently right behind Ferrari, 11 points down. But they did start quite later on in the season compared to Ferrari, which kind of started near the start, and they've already managed to close that gap. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer for Link there. He's clearly moved ship. He believes in the project heading into 2019. So yeah, it's I think chat is saying we're quite quiet.
Oh, we'll be
Texan.
quiet now. Oh no, Mana texting you did quiet. Oh, lovely. I don't know what
That is
we're.
what we like to see. That is the feedback. Um,
Can you hear us? Ooh, can you
yeah,
hear us better now? Is it
we're
better
gonna
now?
need chat feedback to know if our volume is good. So hopefully we get that. But here we are on board with the man himself,
Paul.
Josh Everts. He, well, I don't really think there's any pressure on him. Obviously, we've still got a number of races to go, but like with that much of a gap, he could literally go on holiday for a few weeks and just wait and still be in contention for the title. Not even in contention, still be leading. He's obviously donning a new helmet for this race. But I think Japan is quite a special place for him. So I'm expecting him to want to improve on that lead, build even more, and see if he can get even more points. But I think everyone is going to be excited to see who fronts the road today, and more importantly, who will be at the front of the grid in tomorrow's Grand Prix, because we've got DP and Hera Foxy, arguably the two drivers who will be trying to contend with Josh, as well as Alex and James Knox, as well as CJ.
Paul goes
It's
fast
really
for
anyone's battle.
1:13. Paul sets the timestamp for first place, provisional pole with 1:13.7. That is going to be the time to chase. Will anyone be able to well, beat that time, or will be very close to it?
Yeah, it's going to be very, as you can see, everyone's kind of got their sort of groundwork down in terms of lap times, and Paul down up by 6/10. So that kind of just goes to show like the skill gap, really. I'm hoping that Alex can close down on that gap, as well as Link. He would want to be getting some final good results for Ferrari, and leave them off on a high step. D Thief, obviously, is that D Thief who hasn't set a lap time? He won't be setting a lap
No,
time. I don't think
DP,
he's
but
allowed
yeah,
to anyway.
he's not allowed to. So I think he might just be watching for
Yeah,
himself.
so in reality, it really is only 5 drivers who are going to be racing for this. We've got more people watching than people on track, so that kind of just shows you.
It's lovely getting more and more people since the break. And Jayo said it's 2022. Yes, we know it is 2022. We are starting from the 2018 season. So we will be getting towards 2022. But we just decided that if we do start in 2022, we won't be able to, like, you know, get different cars. Because then when we are done sooner with 2022 than the IRL one, then we're just going to be stuck with, like, not really any new cars. And does that actually work? It does work. That's sick.
Oh, that is beautiful.
That's actually really cool.
That is amazing. I really like that.
That is beautiful. I've never seen that really. So current cars are out on track is Link and Alex with CJ as well.
Yeah, so obviously, oh, and Alex has now gone ahead of Josh. Sorry for not telling, sorry for not really keeping up to date, but yeah, I was saying Alex is quite behind him. I'm looking forward to him sort of putting in a bit of a belter, and he's now managed to put it in. We've got Link about to cross the line now, and he's not able. He improves on his previous time, but he's unable to get any extra positions with that time deficit. So I think it's going to be in the final few minutes that we're really going to see people putting in their push lap. You're going to see people maybe braking under pressure, maybe even spinning, maybe even crashing. I hope we don't get any of those, but I do want to hope we get very close to it. I jinxed it! I jinxed it! Oh my god!
He's okay though. He didn't hit the wall.
Thankfully, he doesn't manage to put it in the wall. He's still going. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But yeah. Yeah, that was close. So Link currently in P3. Yeah, he's a second down. I think maybe he was going for a bit of a flying lap there, and just unfortunately wasn't able to keep it together. So we're gonna have to hope and see he can bring some of that form he's been showing as of late, and really push forward to give Josh and Alex a bit of a hard time. Meanwhile, James Knox also surprisingly off the pace. In the start of the season, we saw him really being able to push his teammate, but now he's really, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with him. I think maybe, I mean, 1.6 seconds down off the leader. That's really, and 1.4 off of his teammate. That's not looking. It's not looking the greatest. Chat saying the Texan is quite quiet, so I think that maybe you just had a look at that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you go on for a bit and I'll have a look.
Because I've literally just been in OBS.
I don't know. Let me have a look. You keep the broadcast entertained for a minute.
I see what they mean. Just ignore me, by the way. That's how I configure my things. And I think, yeah, Mano just went to do something. Is it better now?
Yeah, it looks good. I just went to check. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe you could be a wee bit louder, but you can hear what you're saying, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was
So
speaking. Well, I was
it's
speaking to
not
myself.
mumble
It
rap
seems like.
anymore. CJ, get some hearing aids, mate. Honestly. Anyway, get a better qualifying position and then talk. Man's 2 seconds down. And he's complaining about the stream quality.
Calm
Anyway,
down.
as I was saying, I'm joking. Uh, D Thief especially requesting. Jordan has. It was going to be running a special livery for today. Well, not today. Well, I mean the Grand Prix session. But unfortunately, we're not able to see this wonderful car. I've not actually seen the livery as well. I'm not entirely sure what it looks like, but I think I will be answered. My prayers will be answered tomorrow. I do love a good special livery. I wonder what it looks like, and yeah, I hope it kind of embodies a wee bit of Japanese culture. We like to see that around here in the Fuji Speedway. Meanwhile, looking at the times, Josh Everts getting very, very close to Alex now. He's just under a tenth. So obviously he's picking up on the pace, but Alex improves even more with that lap time now. He's on a 1:13.373. That increases the gap between him and P2, and even further to everyone else. So CJ, 1.9 seconds down. You love to see it. I'm joking. And James Knox on 1.7 down. Link Lloyd now 1.2 down as well. So it kind of just seems to be a bit of a two-horse battle at the moment.
Only two horses, sadly.
Yeah, only two horses. So we're really going to be interested to see what happens. At the end of the day, I do not think. Okay, so I was going to be curious about this. The quali ban for Hera and DP says P19 and P20, but we don't have that many cars participating. So are they going to be relegated to that position, or are they going to be moved up to the back of the grid? Do you know what the outcome is on that? As you are part of the FIA.
Well, how it is right now, we've never really had this, so we still have to really think it through. But I am guessing since they didn't complete qualifying like the others, so I think the person who first reacts to like saying that they were gonna come is gonna like, so you know, the people who didn't qualify. If they're gonna say they're gonna come, the person who does that gets the position ahead.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I am projecting as what it will be. But we will see.
Yeah, so still unconfirmed, but they will be starting as far back as possible. That is the information I think I have for the viewers as of now. Under 3 minutes to go for the session. Alex still up ahead, but I think Paul is on a bit of a flyer right now. Yeah, he looks to be getting quite
No,
fast. Never mind.
he's
Doesn't look like
yeah,
he's got.
he's
Doesn't
just
look like he's.
cruising around a little bit, you know, taking that Saturday evening drive.
Yeah,
Oh, talking about Saturday.
stroll.
Okay, one unpopular opinion: to like drive at night around 7 p.m. with your windows down and it being a clear night. Oh, it's one of the nicest things.
That is not an unpopular opinion. I think that undoubtedly goes down as something everyone enjoys. I actually went for a late night drive yesterday, and it was actually the best feeling ever. Especially when it's nice and warm. You got that nice summer.
How about this? Like a little, like it's warm, but then the wind is cold, like a little bit cold. Not like
exactly.
not like freezing.
So the air pressure inside your car is really heated up, but when you open the windows, you get a nice gush of cold air coming in.
Exactly,
Nice
that is
balance.
nice.
Yeah, it's really good. That's a beautiful feeling.
As well as after it rained, that is even nicer.
Oh, that is
The
beautiful.
fresh air is
Nice and
just
humid. Yeah, exactly.
And one thing, guys, I tell people that I smell rain coming because you can smell the freshness, you know, the plants taking in the rain, and then you can smell it, which is the nicest. It's the nicest.
It's in the air, yeah.
And then you're like, huh? How do you know? Well, you can kind of like, you know that smell when it rains. Yeah, you can smell that from a couple miles away or like a couple kilometers away.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's. I thought I went crazy for a second, but no, you really made me feel like I'm a normal person again. But yeah, I'm glad I've met another enjoyer of late night drives. Definitely,
As
as we have Josh Everts now on his flying lap. He did actually start it while we were on the topic of late night drives, but yeah, he's going on. He's going on for it right now. We've not got much sector times. I don't know if Texan can see that. I can't at least. But he comes across the line. Let's see where he's going to put it on the grid. Is it going to be pole position? Is it going to be
is
pole
it?
position?
He's second. He has 0.15 second to 59 gap to
He
get
comes
back.
across the line.
He does go
It's
fastest.
provisional pole.
But
I
Alex
think
is right
coming
behind.
him. Is Alex going to take that pole position?
Alex
or
is
is
right
he going
here.
to have to settle for second? What is the outcome going
Oh
to be here
no, he
at
doesn't
the Fuji
improve.
Speedway? Alex does not improve on his lap time. It is Josh Everts on provisional pole unless Link, James Knox
Knox
or
is going to
CJ
the
have
pits.
anything to say about it.
That is
And
one
as-
close qualifying right there.
Goodness me, I did not think
0.016.
that Josh had it in the car. I know he is a driver of high capability, but to suddenly wipe the rug under Alex's feet, that is
He didn't
unbelievable.
even wipe the rug. He just scooched it over for him just to fall off a little, but not even a massive gap. 16 milliseconds.
Exactly. Goodness me, that is unbelievable.
One
That
thing
is
that I do want to
such a
see
close
one
gap.
day.
That is like a hair follicle's width
One thing
of
I do want to
time.
see like one day. Link is gonna come across the line, the last person to qualify. Is he going to improve? No, he's staying third.
He
That
does
is a
improve on his
front.
time a wee bit though. Now he's 0.8 down. Before he was 1.1 down, I'm pretty sure. So there is some improvement. James Knox unable to improve, goes into the pits. CJ, is he on any flying laps? Anything to be interesting?
Well, yeah, here he is, but no, that's Alex. Sorry, but Alex did have another lap, but he couldn't put it on pole.
No.
It was a potential, but
It's gonna be a shame for Alex, but after a big points deficit in the World Championship, he will be wanting to use this to build on Hera Foxy's position. Let's just see the points heading into tomorrow's race. Alex is down by a rough amount of about 30 to 40 points. So
can
if he
still
can
catch up though.
capitalize,
Okay,
if he
but
can capitalize on tomorrow, he's
that's
going to be
gonna
able.
it's gonna end here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for everyone coming. Same with that sounds bad. Same with Mano commentating with me. Thanks everyone for being here. Love you all. Enjoy your night. See you tomorrow. Oh wait, it didn't go. Oh,